Well, Dan, a new contract for you here at Truro City for next season.
Yep.
You must be excited, especially after the way last season finished and your form towards the end of the back end of last season as well.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I think for me it was a no-brainer to sign on. I mean, I was asking questions the last couple of months because I knew where I wanted to be, and obviously I wanted to be here. The last couple of months, I think I did hit a bit of form. I think that was just because I found my position, and I think when I've started in that position, I think I'm a little bit better defensively, and I can also start attacks as well. But clearly, I don't score goals because I haven't scored in 2 years. But
or win Man of the Match awards. We must
I
put
don't win
that
Man
in
of the
there
Match,
as
but
well.
I get a lot of top threes. So as long as I'm in the top three, mate, I'm fine. And at the end of the day, when Ty scores hat tricks every weekend, I'm not going to win Man of the Match, am I? So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing, to be fair.
Did you feel that you've done enough in those final few weeks and months of the season? Because although the team was doing well, near the top of the table, talk promotion, the fact that you were out of contract, a little bit of uncertainty probably from a personal point of view, but did you think at the back of your mind, I've done enough to warrant extending my stay here?
Well, I think there's always a little bit of pressure when you know that your contract's up. But yeah, I felt confident that I was going to get a new deal. Obviously, with getting promoted, everything was up in the air with full-time or stuff like that. So I didn't 100% know what was going to happen, but I obviously had spoke to the gaffer and spoke to Yet, and they kind of reassured me before the end of the season what the plan was going to be. So yeah, but I think with the pressure, I think most people play better under pressure. And I think the way that the game was going, and obviously we were winning loads of games and we were always like in the top 3 or whatever, I think it wasn't always on my mind anyway. I think we were just taking it game by game, and to be honest with me, I was confident enough that I was hopeful I was going to get a new deal.
I think I said at the trophy presentation, the unsung hero of the team. You did fly a little bit under the radar. Does that bring the best out of you as well, to play in that slightly deeper position and do the dirty work, really?
Yeah, I don't mind it, to be honest, because I know that obviously you've got people who score the goals and people who set up the goals and all that kind of stuff. So I was happy just winning games. And I mean, like you said, I was getting top 3 for Man of the Matches. I just wasn't winning them, but I don't mind that. Like, honestly, I was happy being in the position I was, and I feel like now I've found my position and we can just kick on.
Full-time footballer again as well.
Yeah.
Like many of our players, and many of the conversations I'm going to have with our players over the course of the summer, a full circle for you as well.
Yeah, no, it was for me. It was. I got the opportunity obviously handed to me, and I thought, at first, this is going to be quite a big decision, because obviously leaving your job. But then I sat down with my family, sat down with my friends, and I obviously spoke to a couple of the lads at Truro, and it was, as I started talking more and more, it started becoming more of a no-brainer, because I just thought like the opportunity to become a full-time professional footballer again, not many people get that, especially I'm 26, I wouldn't say I'm getting on, but I would say like leaving my job and going back into full-time football is a risk. But like I said, I was weighing up the pros and cons, and there just seemed to be a lot more pros than any cons, to be honest. So,
did you think that opportunity had perhaps passed you by?
Yeah, I never thought I would say that I was a full-time footballer again. Let's put it that way. I thought, but don't get me wrong, I was happy playing part-time and doing my job, because I did enjoy my job at the same time. But there was not one bit of me that thought I was going to become a full-time footballer again. I'm sure quite a lot of the lads in the team will say the exact same thing. But like I said, it was just an opportunity. I couldn't turn it down.
Is that exciting as well, that perhaps you're doing something you didn't think you would do, and make you even more determined to make a really good fist of it?
Yeah, I think because it has came out of nowhere, I think it's more of a motivation to do it as hard as I could possibly do. Because I think when you leave your job and you're taking a risk, you want to be able to pay it off. So hopefully it kind of does give me a bit more motivation to push on as much as I possibly can, and obviously work harder during pre-season and come back as fit as I possibly can, just so I know that I can give myself the best chance.
And looking forward to next season. Again, what a brilliant season in store, history-making season for Truro City, first Cornish side in the National League, coming up against some real established names within English football. You must be looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I said, I think because I'm looking forward to it more because I wasn't expecting it. I mean, like, we're playing against teams that have just came down from League 2 recently and all that kind of stuff, and there are big teams with big stadiums, and I think when you're playing in these big stadiums and you're playing against these bigger teams, I think you play better. And I definitely think that's my case. I think when I'm playing against better opposition, I think I personally play better, and I think quite a lot of the other lads do as well. I think you kind of thrive under playing against the bigger teams in the bigger stadiums because it's more of an atmosphere. And I don't know, I just think I personally, I thrive under the more people watching, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, you're in a big stadium, it's a bit more atmosphere, and you kind of know that you have to be concentrating the whole time. Do you know what I mean?
And just finally, Dan, a message for the supporters. They've bought season tickets in record numbers.
Yep.
We've got an exciting pre-season friendly against Plymouth Argyle to look forward to. For the likes of yourself, that'll have even more special significance. They were fantastic last year. They're going to be fantastic next year as well, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. The fans were class last year. I mean, they outsung absolutely everyone. And I think here, like, for me playing for a couple of years when we played at Parkway and Gloucester, it was hard, wasn't it? But as soon as we came down here, it's been stacked out every single weekend, and I think we've kind of done it for them, and then next season they're probably going to be even louder for us. So, like, the fans are brilliant, to be fair.